Hello, everybody. My name is Dio Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast. We're coming to you live from round 2 of the Gen Con World Open Qualifier. This round, I have a co-commentator. I'm joined by
Crispy. Hello.
There it is. So we have John B versus Mike Smith. We're going to go ahead and break down these lists. We're going to attempt to use that Choose Your Champion again. Wasn't working earlier. Maybe the second time's a charm. We'll give it another go. So let's see. At home, can you choose your champion? I don't know. The bot seems not to be working. But you know what? Let's go ahead and read these lists anyway, Crispy. Let's go ahead and start with John.
All right, so we have John B on the left flying the Galactic Republic. We have Anakin Skywalker in the 7B with Patience, Daredevil, R2-D2, and the spare parts canister. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Eta-2 Actis with Heightened Perception, Juke, and Ion Cannon. We have Hound in the LAT with Yoda, 7th Fleet Gunner, and Agile Gunner. And rounded off, we have Contrail with Crack Shot, R7A7, the Besh configuration, and Connor Nets.
All right, for Mike Smith on the other side, out of Indiana, we have Luke Skywalker with Elusive and Proton Torpedoes. Proton Torpedo, pretty classic there on Luke, going a little bit more defensive with Elusive and the shield upgrade. Fen Rao has that ability to be able to shut down token modification, so that's focus, calculates, target locks, but not going to be able to do anything about the force charges or the...
Fire Convergence?
Fire Convergence. I was about to call it Concentrating Fire. Don't know why. Whatever. Fire Convergence. You have K2SO for a little bit of self-modification there. R4 Astromech to make that die a little better. And Targeting Computer, because apparently this Fen Rao is angry. All right. Get some target locks out there. Saw Gerrera in the U-Wing with Hopeful Perceptive Co-Pilot for double focuses. Ursa Wren and Contraband Cybernetics. Let's go ahead and pull up that Saw Gerrera card in the U-Wing. Ability, while a damaged ship, friendly ship, at range 0 to 3 performs an attack, it may re-roll 1 attack die. So Saw out there giving offensive mods, while his friend Magva Yarrow in the other U-Wing gives a defensive bonus. While a friendly ship at range 0 to 2 defends, the attacker cannot re-roll more than 1 attack die. Could end up messing with the Fire Convergence. We'll see how it ends up shaken out. On that ship has Notorious Fire Control System, Clan Ren Commandos, a upgrade I honestly have not seen from the Rebel side on stream yet. I haven't seen it. And then Contraband Cybernetics as well. Now, Crispy, can you go ahead and remind us, what do the Commandos do?
All right, so the Commandos drop out of the side. Actually, no, only the back. They don't have the...
no drop seat.
No drop seat bay on these U-Wings, so they drop out of the back. They are Initiative 2 remotes. They can move around at Initiative 2 with a 2 straight or a 1 hard. And during the engagement phase, they can perform up to 2 attacks total in the game. If they have 2 charges, they can spend 1 charge to perform an attack at range 1 to 2 for 2 dice, and they get 1 eyeball modification to a hit. So if you ignore them, they could hurt you. However, if you fly over them or overlap them, you get a strain token for your ship, and while there is an enemy ship at range 0, they cannot perform an attack. So if you do not want to take that attack, you can simply take a strain and nullify that commando's effect in the engagement phase.
I believe that ship pointed towards the floor is Anakin Skywalker?
I believe so.
Yes, a magnetized Anakin Skywalker.
He's got some fancy maneuvers going on. He's nothing to worry about there.
All right, and that is that 7B being able to spend the force, get those double repositions. Not a lot of ships out there doing double repositions nowadays.
Exactly.
All right.
And I don't think we're going to see a lot of double repositions this game at all, because this is a salvage mission. That is the scenario drawn for the second round. So no boosting or bell rolling for any of these Jedi if they get a crate on them.
I would say this is probably the one of the hardest for ships that feel like they need to reposition. This is the hardest scenario, because you can't win without actively picking up the crates. Like it's very difficult unless you have well, I know Ryan likes to call it a PvP list. You're like, I didn't come to play this scenario. I came to murder you. Right?
Yep. I mean, I think Mike's going to have a great advantage here going into, specifically for this scenario, because both of those U-Wings and the Sheathipede don't have boost or barrel roll. So they are perfectly fine picking up a crate, and it won't affect their flying pattern at all.
Yep.
On the other side, John only has Hound. I'm assuming, I mean, Contrail might want to pick one up. That barrel roll is not as important, but still on an I-5 ship, being able to dodge some arcs late in the game could, you know, impact the outcome.
Now, Hound is there. I know it looks a little bit hidden behind our overlay. It's, I promise, right there. You see it on the edge of the map. He's coming. I promise. I believe he may have stopped on the first turn.
Yep, looks like that.
All right, there's a stress token there. Both players brought the tiniest rocks, minus the one slice of bacon right in the middle of the board. Yep. All right.
Looking at this board originally, I could only see 3 of them. I had to, you know, do a double take and try to find them all.
Now, JW4 bringing up a possible tactic here. I wonder if John would consider picking up crates and dumping them in a corner and coming back to fight. I like the idea, but I don't know if you have enough rounds to do that. I think that's the only worry I would have there.
And the problem there is picking up a crate, you have to, if you want to drop it, you have to drop it at the end of your activation.
Yep.
So if you are trying to move the crate towards one way, you are not going to be gathering points for that turn. And also when you drop it, your opponent gets to pick where it goes.
Yep.
So if you're maneuvering it towards the corner, they can start pulling it towards the center of the board, which is what these U-Wings want to do. They want to sit and spin and take up all that space.
That's right.
Looks like we have a system phase. That was a barrel roll from Obi-Wan.
Before we get too far, and I forget, Mike Smith did want to give a shout out to his grandkids. He was telling me, he was like, it's my dream. I want to be on GSP stream. And we made it happen. He told me that after. I was like, hey, you want to play the stream? He's like, oh my God, yes.
Planned all along.
There it is.
We knew about it.
A couple of people asking about the betting bot. Yeah, it looks like the bot is down. It happens sometimes. You know, I could just try turning it on and off again sometimes. Sometimes that works. Apparently it was off. Well, that'll do it. Let's try it. Let's see. There it is. I don't know why it was off. I didn't turn it off. Who turned off my robot? There you go. Get your bets in. Choose your champion is live and ready to go. Now, looking at these two squads here, Crispy, which one do you think has the advantage?
I think Mike has a serious advantage going in here with the lot of beef and being able to, you know, push the objective. They don't have to spend as much time hunting down the Jedi if they can simply make up their points in crates. However, I do think John does have a trick up his sleeve that if Mike doesn't know about it, could catch him off guard, and that is the heightened perception ion cannon.
Yep.
Being able to, so with the new rules update, ion being able to take away locks, Obi-Wan could fire an ion cannon into Luke Skywalker, removing his lock.
Yeah, what lock, bro?
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a difficult shot to hit with elusive and force. So you got to make sure that that ion token goes through. Otherwise, that's going to be a heavy proton torpedo. Probably going into Contrail as he's off by himself, jousting Luke Skywalker.
Sir Goldenhand asking what's his betting about. It is just a fun game we play here at GSP. You get points just for chatting and watching, and you can wager those against other viewers in our Choose Your Champion. And we're on season 4 of Choose Your Champion, and first person to 1 million is the winner, and we just send them some swag.
There you go.
So Yellow Jacket Pim saying, I'm really surprised that the lat didn't pick up a crate. What would be the reason not to?
It appears that it was a purple coordinate from Yoda. Contrail has a focus token before he has activated.
True that, true that. Now we do see Mike Smith using those new GSP player tokens there. So those are indicating that he has. Those ships have crates, so he'll score 2 points at the end of this turn. And John will be the blue side of that token. And Contrail going in. This is why he needed that focus, because he was getting aggressive.
Yeah. Hey, you can't get torped if you're already at range 1.
That's right. JW asking, are the GSP tokens available on Curl Paw Creators? They are not. They are Patreon exclusive, being shipped out soon. They were due in July. We had a bit of a backup, so they'll be going out in August.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. I watched the mail. That's right. You'll be getting some full set. Ooh, going for the arc dodge here. The little boost.
Boost.
Can't touch this.
Skirting that board edge, but making sure that Contrail lives another day and does not get a range 1 double mod. Because I'm assuming Fenrau is flying up and wants to give a coordinate.
Yep.
Yep.
And Contrail is also in that perfect spot where Luke can barrel roll. Be like, how about I shoot you? How about I shoot you anyway?
Exactly.
I definitely been caught off guard. Once in a while, you just forget a ship can be coordinated a barrel roll, and you're like, I'm perfectly safe until you're not.
That's right. It looks like Contrail did that boost to set up a counter net.
Spicy.
There you go. So hit Luke with a counter net.
Yep.
Follow it up with some shots from Obi-Wan. I mean, lock that ship down, basically.
That's right. Gotta love that. It looks like the wings right now are closed for Luke as well. Has to barrel roll to miss the counter net. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Fenrir just took a focus, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Nope.
He could have taken a target lock on the Contrail here.
Oh, wait a second. Luke can't barrel roll because he's got the crate, friends.
That's correct.
Not allowed. It's illegal.
He cannot.
All right, let's see if Anakin ends up scooping up that crate or not right now. John, nope.
Wow.
He's saying, I don't feel like I need him. I'm just here to get dubs. Now there is, like, every list has a number of, like, depending on your opponent's list, right? So we got here, we have a point spread 6-4, 5-5. If you feel like you can strike a ship without losing anything in a single turn, that means you have a little bit of leeway, right? You're like, I can not have objectives for 2-ish turns and I won't be behind. But if you wait too long, it could be bad.
And it especially helps to go after one of those ships with the objectives. If the 2 objectives were on the U-Wings and, you know, John was trying to hunt down Luke, it wouldn't be as effective. Because now if you can pop that crate off, Luke is stunned for a good portion of the turn.
That's
a good
right.
portion of the game. And he's no longer got that crate. He can no longer support the objective game. Meanwhile, John's aces can come in and hammer Luke.
Okie dokie. Anakin showing off, flying backward. I think it is pointed straight down to the mat.
Yep.
I would say that's always been a small annoyance for magnetized ships that they're facing all over the place.
I mean, they look cool though when you can angle them the way you want.
I don't even know, man.
Really?
It doesn't butter my bread. Doesn't happen.
I mean, I don't have magnetized ships, but I have lots of local people who do, and I appreciate it. If it works, it works. You know. Right. Otherwise, you have Anakin staring at the star mat.
Yeah. You using those underneath thrusters to move his ship forward. The enemy's gate is down, folks.
Exactly.
So we're in round 2. Crispy, I'm absolutely terrible about updating the return counter. I've been doing this too many years without a turn counter, and now we've been forced.
All right.
Forced our hand.
I'll keep you honest.
All right, Mike trying to decide where he wants to go with those U-wings. They do a great job of taking up a lot of space. That is their specialty.
Now you got that space bacon right in front of Saw.
Delicious. Now, one piece of tech that isn't in this list that you often do see in Rebel lists is there's no Leia.
There is.
There is no Leia, so you don't have any risk of like a double turn stop.
I mean, and there are several places in this list that could have Leia. I mean, K2SO and Tartan Computer could be removed for Leia, and Ursa, Ren, and Hopeful could be removed for Leia. So it's a very interesting take from Mike here. I mean, so it appeared to work for him round one, and we'll see how it works. I mean, I'm interested to see how Ursa Ren's going to work, specifically in this matchup. He's not necessarily going to have or need locks, John, because he's got that fire convergence reroll. And then Magva also kind of disincentivizes people from taking locks because it's only a single reroll. It's going to be a bit before the commandos take effect because they only come out the back. So you got to jam Magva in there.
That's right.
And then the commandos come out to play.
All right, party time. Are we getting the commandos now?
Ooh, they're coming out early.
All right, maybe start chasing down Contrail there at the top of the board.
That could be a little one hard here. Kind of flash them up against the board.
Both players are 1-0. Both players are 1-0 in this round. So we had a little oopsident at the table. Spending a charge here and get that commandos out and about. Clan Ren commandos. If you watched the Rebels TV show, you got to see them in action alongside of the Rebels crew.
Man, they really do blend into the mat from that perspective.
They do.
And here it comes. Here is the Connor net to catch Luke.
Oh, hello there. Insert clone saying here. Correct. This is technically table 4. We're assigned table 1, but yeah, we had a refusal to play on stream. It is what it is, and we move on. Now the maneuvers for those commandos is twos?
2 straight?
2 speed?
2 straight or 1 hard?
2 straight or 1 hard.
They do not bank at all.
What are the prizes for the event? It is the World Qualifier kit. Same thing that was at Adepticon, minus the GSP additionals. So you have the Heroic Fanatical cards. You have double-sided Jess and Kylo Ren. There's some faction prizes, some faction decks and pilot cards. The top 2, I believe, get template tray. No, that's champion. Champion gets the Naboo Starfighter template tray. There are the Naboo style templates as well. If you go back and look at our Gen Con posts, you'll see it there. And anything that looks like it has GSP logos on it, you know that it's not there.
Yeah. Hound bringing it on in. We also had the commandos move underneath Magva there. Looks like it's going to be all guns on Luke this turn. Coordinate the purple evade. Well, not purple evade. That's a purple lock on the Adas. Purple evade is on the Delta.
The Delta, yep. And we're going to go ahead and slap that one forward to victory from Magvayaro. Now we'll see how good Mike's range control is. That ability to lock out attackers from using rerolls can be quite good. Of course, John mostly leaning into the force here. You want that fire convergence. Mind you, if John only needs one converted, then it works out.
Yep. And I mean, Magva is a pain to deal with. However, she has Notorious, which is going to make it very difficult for John to engage her. Ooh, looks like the turn away from Saw. Maybe looking for the 2 hard to get the flank next turn. But meanwhile, he's just on his way around the bacon.
Okay, dope. And you see Contrail making that turn at the top, starting to get into Fenrau's flank.
We have the boost. Do we see the red lock?
We sure do. I think that's what that was.
Yep.
Oh, it's a clone Commander Lego.
There you go. Have we updated points for?
Of course we have, Crispy. There's a score of 2-0. Mike is ahead because he scored that last turn.
There you go.
And that is just the mountain of tokens. Mountain of tokens over there for the Obi-Wan. Saying, shoot me. It's perfectly fine. Rising Hero, shout out for the sub. And Luke definitely hitting the counter net. So I'm not sure if Luke has any locks out there, but they do end up being broken because he is ionized. Ionized, so going to be forced to go either one forward or one to the left. I mean, I guess he could choose to go to the right. Seems like a bad idea.
I mean, if it catches John off guard, and you paid for the shield upgrade, right? You might as well use it. I mean, he is using it now to take the counter net damage.
True, true, true. And big zoom there from Anakin. Does end up bumping into a friendly. Does not get punished for it.
Annie, are you okay? Did you bump Hound? He's fine.
I will be there in a moment.
So it looks like John's strategy is to run away from these U-wings as quickly as possible.
That's right. Just get away. Don't touch.
Bad touch.
Well, if he can, depending on where Mike moves, if he can kind of get the U-wings more separated from the other ships, you have that possibility of not having to worry at least about one of the U-wings abilities, right?
Yep. Saw giving the offensive rerolls. Magva preventing the offensive rerolls on the other side. looks like.
Aggressive negotiations, correct.
However, it only looks like there's going to be one shot onto Luke this turn, and that's from Hound.
Yep.
So potentially setting up for next turn after after Luke does the ion maneuver, Obi-Wan and Anakin can turn in on him.
Yeah, because I mean he's going to be there. By the way, Telestrator's on, everybody. Yeah, so yeah, he's going to be in that area. You know that he's not going to be able to reposition.
What's that, guys?
Here we go.
Looks like that was Fenrau into Contrail. One hit, one evade.
Yep.
Not so, but then there's somebody saying they changed a couple of things.
Let's besh. Two defense side and a blank out.
When we are ready, let's call up and grab me. During the final round. Okay. So when we distribute that, let me call me and I will do this spot.
I'm not sure who was he shooting there. Is it onto Fenrau?
I believe that was Contrail back onto Fenrau.
Where's the mouse? There it is. So shield on a card there.
We also should be one shield down on Luke for the Connor
net.
The box.
So no damage there. Now we're at initiative 3. This is Magva Yara. Range 3 coming in from Magva. Just one hit. Has a lockout there. Able to convert to 2. Spend for 3. He's got stuff. Focus evade will do it. Only shot coming in.
I will tell you more about this tomorrow morning or later, but I need to set up everything.
We're at 2s now. Hound are currently front back. Obstructed to Luke. Unlikely to do any damage here, but he's going to try.
I will take over this plan.
All right, next round coming in. It's going to be plus another 2 points for Mike. Shout out to my good friend Ryan Farmer, making an appearance here at Gen Con. Flying resistance like a scrub. All right, let's go ahead and we'll switch to player cam. This mouse is like not even working, it's doing nothing. There's too much interference. We're being jammed. Chase, the It's a Scrub is it wasn't actually about all resistance players, just Ryan. All right, little look into the Gen Con hall. There's a lot more stuff happening behind that camera. The hall extends very far back.
Big hall. Yes, that is Cam Murray in the background, traveling here from Canada.
head back to the table. I gotta make sure I get that picture for the thumbnail. Is what it comes down to.
Yep.
Like, come on, I need a moment where they're both together.
Yep.
Pugs501 asks, how was dinner last night? It was quite good. It was quite tasty. Quite tasty. How many people are attending Gen Con? So X-Wing wise, today we're at 33. Tomorrow we're expecting 40s to 50 and probably close to the cap on Saturday. It's about what I would guess.
Nice.
Should end up close to about 120 person tournament.
Yep.
It's just it feels a little weird because it's spread over 3 days.
Oh yeah.
Versus just like today's a Swiss day. Get here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, is it going to be all 5 rounds for? It's going to be 5 rounds for all 3 days.
Yeah. In order to make it equitable, they got to make it that. But we mathed it out, and essentially there was a magic number. If there was an average of 55 players a day, which there's not going to be, we would have to do 6 rounds.
Got it.
Since we switched to the graduated cut, there was a different format originally. But that format was set in place before all the considerations were put forth, and we ended up on the correct one, which is a nice, clean, graduated cut. You got to get 4 wins in order to get into the cut on Sunday.
Yep. 4 wins and no ties.
No ties. They're illegal. They should be.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. As someone who went 4-1-1 at Adepticon, I would happily roll that 50-50 to get that win back.
Who made that call? I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, we'll see.
Looks like the second commando is coming out, stacking right on top of his buddy.
Being called out by Marcel.
I mean, is it fair criticism? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ollie. And thanks to everyone from Hexiled Gaming who's coming out in support. I would not be at Gen Con if it was not for Scott from Hexiled.
Cool. All right. What is going on here? Oh, there's just a mark. I'm like, wow, a 4-barrel roll. Woo. Crazy.
Yeah, she just quickly decloaked.
Wee. All right, so Commando's moving.
Are tacos a sandwich? No, they're not.
Stop it.
A taco has 1 opening. A sandwich has 2 layers. It's different. Now, a Subway sandwich is a taco. I'll argue that.
This is what the internet is used for, is debating just the stupidest things. All right, here we go. 1 bank here from the lat.
Yep. Ooh, looks like there was an agile gunner spin in the end phase of last turn.
That's free, man.
Yeah.
Why not?
No, it's one of my favorite upgrades. One of my favorite gunner upgrades, honestly.
I know, like, on the onset, there was a lot of hesitation towards it. It was like, wait, but I'm kind of like not hesitating, telegraphing. Yep. What I'm gonna do. It's like, well, let's be honest. It's not really that big of a deal. You
know, it's a lat. You know where it's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, they removed the templates.
No.
They removed it. Sure.
It worked out. It's fine. I won't say anything if you don't say anything.
There was a little fist bump there from the players. So
yeah, that's good.
They're fine.
Good. Easy mistake. One straight.
Keep on chugging.
Now Magva already carrying a cargo, so not able to claim another one. Takes a focus.
I'm gonna go. I had it right the first time. Words. So
Here we go. Saw taking a turn, Perceptive co-pilot for a couple of focuses.
Interesting that we don't see a crate pickup here from Saw. Go up 3-0 on those objectives and apply more pressure on John.
I'm gonna go fill this up. I could use one. I got you. Do you need yours? Do you want yours filled up too? Or? Oh, yes, please. Yeah, thank you.
And here comes Luke. What was the choice for the maneuver? The choice was a one straight. Misses the obstacle. Takes a focus. And Isophane dropping some subs in the chat. Thank you for gifting 5 subs. Looks like there's a question. So the question at the table is, because Luke was Ion, he completed the Ion maneuver, can he be coordinated at I-6? The answer is yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Because he is no longer Ion.
Yep.
So they're just double checking. And we're gonna bust a move here. Hard 2 with Obi-Wan.
Is that a Talon? Possibly it is. I was wondering if we were gonna see that. I was expecting the system phase boost into a hard 1, and yet stays on target.
Shout out to Bryson. What is this? Bryson the Goat 123. This is Star Wars X-Wing. Armada is at a larger scale, more like capital ships. You have fighters in there, but they're super tiny.
Yep.
Like the size of the, smaller than like an eraser on a pencil. And bumps. And it looks like Contrail does end up bumping into the back of Fen Rao. Oh, and Contrail does have, I believe, his potentially bullseye lined up with Luke Skywalker. Might be able to use that crack shot if he has a shot. Fenrau does the one forward. Hanging out on top of the commandos. All right. Hard one here from Anakin. It looks like the plan is violence on Luke.
Yep.
Are we talking about that? How many turns can you afford to give up here? Oh my goodness, he's getting aggressive. He's boosting. He wants that range one. Barrel roll for the arc dodge.
He does not want to take that 4-die double mod from Luke. He's perfectly fine taking the 2 shots from the U-Wings. However, we have now Luke is going to be under a lot of fire, and he is not going to be dishing anything back.
And that might be unobstructed too.
Depending on how far Luke went, yep. Could also sneak into range 1.
All right, first shots here. Fenrau, just one hit out the back, and does end up hitting Contrail.
Like you said, violence is the plan.
That's right. And he got the range 1 with the barrel roll. Unobstructed range 1, 4 dice going into Luke Skywalker. He's got 2 force. Is he willing to do it? Magvayaro trigger there. 0 to 2. All right, has to debate whether or not he wants to spend the force here. He does have some shots coming back in.
Anakin's got health, right? Ooh, never mind.
Double blanks there.
Is that a missed trigger for... that's Anakin.
Oh, wrong one.
So that's a missed elusive trigger from Mike here.
It is. All right, 7 Fleet Gunner here for Obi-Wan. Spends the focus for the 3rd hit. Oh, sorry, this is Contrail.
Contrail.
Okay, so you know you're popping off that crate.
Yep. And that is a crack shot lined up as well. This is gonna hurt.
He's hurting. Looks like our dice box got moved. Two hits and a crit going into Luke Skywalker. What's a crit? Fuel leak. It's a blank crit.
Yep.
It's 1. But he's got 1 more shot coming in.
Yep.
With Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And that's a 4-die ion cannon. Or primary. Either works.
Anytime any one of my children wanted to chill.
That'll do it.
Yep.
Guaranteed. So Luke Skywalker goes down. Yes, there was a crack shot trigger there, everybody. How many players? What is the format? So we have 3 different days of Swiss. We have about 33 registered today. We have I think, did he just realize he forgot the elusive trigger? Yep.
And he's got focus and force. That one reroll could have made the difference.
I know.
Or it could have given Hound the opportunity, and Hound gets the glory shot.
That's right. I think if he had 2 hole left, we may have seen John. I don't know. Would he have fired the primary? No, I probably would have still done the ion.
Yep.
Still the right choice. I hate when I forget elusive. Me too. I consistently miss that elusive that's on grudge. Every time. Every game. I think I've remembered it once.
What list are you flying? Are you flying?
I'm flying your list.
You're flying? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried it right after the Galactic Championship event that you won, by the way. We have our next Galactic Championship is the Oricon Qualifier happening in about 3 weeks. So if you want to sign up for that, some online competitive X-Wing coming your way. And we have 3 hits coming in to the lat. Taking 2. And shields are down on the lat. All right, so it looks like Mike is deciding to focus fire into Hound, even though Magva had a shot into Anakin. 2 hits. I think John's happy to absorb the shots into Hound here.
Yep.
All right, so spending a charge. First of 2 shots.
Ooh.
Hit crit.
Ooh.
All right, we got a loose stabilizer. It's going to be forced to go straight, otherwise it goes kaboom.
Up to top 5. The altar. Best interaction will get damage deck. Best 2 will get punch force. Okay.
And unable to shoot there from the other one. Now those commandos, they're it seems like, I guess Mike prefers to use them as offensive. Now modifications, it's just natural dice, right? There's no
the commandos have a single eyeball to a hit.
Got it.
They have 2 agility and 2 hull. So you can in fact shoot them out of the sky if you want them. But that is the loose stabilizer on Contrail.
It's not too bad. I mean, you probably would have done a 2 bank next turn, but 2 straight.
Two straight.
Compromise.
Yep. you'll probably still have a shot depending on Magva and Saw. I'm assuming Saw is moving to either pursue Hound or Anakin. So you'll still have a shot, and even if you get shot down, that's only 3 points you're giving up.
Yep.
And Mike scores 1 more point for the objective.
That's right. So we head back to our player camera. Let's see, we got that score of a 6-5. 6-5. John's ahead because he's able to take out Luke Skywalker. Force the drop of the objective token. You'll see it right there. No, you didn't see that because that screen's not on. That screen's not on right there. Now, somebody was asking about the formats. We have 3 different days of Swiss that you had available. We have 33 players today, 40-something on Friday, tomorrow. I'm playing tomorrow. Will be fun. Saturday, we're in the 50s to 60s. That'll make about 120 players total for Swiss going into a top cut. You do have to go 4-1. We have 5 rounds each day. You got to go 4-1 to make the cut. Not a touchscreen.
This
one is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had a second one, and my daughter, when she was 3, she put it like underneath a mat, like underneath like a rug, and I stepped, and I heard crunch. I was like,
oh no.
Yeah.
Kids, man.
She was 3. She didn't know. What did Will decide to fly? He is flying a double decimator list with 3 TIE fighters, which, of course, you can probably guess those 3 TIE fighters are double Jingoist and Wampa, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Player roll. Eyes on top. John's going to be the first player on this one. By the way, remember to watch up here if you want to know who's going to be the player. You see that token being passed back and forth. You want to see who's first player. Going through the system phase, seeing if there's any other drops. We know already that Contrail dropped the Connernet. Only 1 charge on that one. Go ahead and cross it out.
Both of the commandos have been dropped by Marvel.
All right, and it too hard. Coming in from Hound. Arc pointed where it needs to be in the center of the board. Hard turn. There from the commandos. And we're marking Fenrau. Hopefully we don't accidentally pick up the ships again. For lunch? Yes.
You want some?
Yes.
I'm going to get island noodles, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
Sure, go for it.
No?
Yeah.
Yes, see? Easy. Yes.
And ships are placed there after the hard turn. Lat is coordinating Obi-Wan Kenobi. Gonna do a boost there. Let's see, does it fit? Oh, just barely, just barely. Even with the nubs, we needed advantage templates. Somebody's got them out there. And we're going to spend Contraband Cybernetics to stop, and we're going to go ahead and get that U-Wing turned around. And going to be turning 90 degrees to the right. Remember, the U-Wings can turn 90 or 180 degrees. Now we're waiting for the one bank on Saw Gerrera. Going to be going towards that top of the board. We'll see if he ends up picking up one of those crates. He's got only one in the squad right now. And look. He's going to go ahead and pick up a crate. Why is Saul dragging around a calculate token? Am I missing something?
That is the K2SO. Yep.
Got it. As soon as I said it, I was able to fix it. All right, Obi-Wan, big turn there. Remember, was coordinated earlier. Now sitting in the arc of Saw Gerrera here at range 2.
Yep.
Contra to the 2 forward in order to avoid the damage from the loose stabilizer.
Could potentially be strained here if he lands on it.
Ah! All right, board got a little twisted. Can't do anything about that mid-game. And I left the tape in the car, so.
Oh. It's all right. We'll be able to adjust after this.
Yep. All right, into a target lock. Gonna get aggressive here.
Yep.
And that's with the stress. I think with Contrail having that loose stabilizer in one hole, this is just an opportunity to get a big punch.
Yep. Yep, and Saw just picked up a crate. And with the R7, A7 droid on Contrail, he can go ahead and pop that crate off.
That's right, pop,
away.
pop. And Anakin, one heart. I don't. Ooh. Does it fit?
It's close.
Nice.
Oh.
By the way, use that wiggle room if you got it, folks.
Exactly.
Spend the force to boost. He is getting aggressive. He wants range 1 into Saw. I think he had it already, but it might be more about getting out of Magva Yaro's arc.
Yep.
Good question. Yes. I tried to barrel roll while holding a crate to action. Well, I can't do it.
So, but you're trying to perform an action as opposed to like a game.
Okay, well that's the question.
Right, 303 people from around the world watching today our Gen Con coverage. Thanks for tuning in. Would love to know any of you guys driving or flying in for this weekend. Make sure to come over to the Asmodee booth and say hi.
I mean, a wag of the finger for getting information about the barrel roll. But
And a big 3 bank here coming in from Fenrau.
honest mistake, right?
All right, we'll see what the action is for Fenrau. Probably a coordinate. That's his job, right?
Yep.
So far, no disaster. This is 2. Lunch and then taking it leisurely since we're taking the 5 minutes. Oh, yeah, it's not 6. That makes it easy.
Thanks for having. No problem. No problem. Now, it looks like his plan is to calculate. Fenrau's already taken some damage. A shield and a hole.
Is there any bonus that the calculate grants over just the focus action?
No. I think that's a mental mistake. He might play AP5
Yeah.
a bunch.
Oh, that's true.
And it's not like a judge callable thing because he does have the calculated action because of K2SO. Yeah, Saw's in full attack mode.
Trying to extend his wing to kind of clothesline Anakin there.
That's right. Hiya. Boom. 2 hits coming out of Anakin. Fire Convergence is active. Single reroll. Magva's ability forcing it only 1. He's going to spend the force.
Yep.
To make it 3 hits. And double blanks there on Saw. Oh no, that was on, sorry, lies. That was in the Fenrow.
That is a dead Fenrow.
Yep. It's just going into Anakin. Anakin takes 2.
Yep.
All right, Fenrow's been taken off the board after initiative 6. Here comes Contrail.
Seventh Fleet Gunner kicking in.
That's right. This is a range 1 coming in from Contrail. Bash, baby. Ooh. Bash, target lock. And that is a blank out. Oof. So missed trigger there for John. He missed his droid in order to make it a hit to a crit.
And that crit is going to keep that crate around.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love when your mortgage company texts you. I got a little nervous at first. Like, what happened? Thank you for your payment. Like, yeah, don't do that. All right. Now, I believe we were told that there is a break after this round.
There should be.
Okay, we're back up and running at 1 o'clock.
I mean, I just have better.
Only a single hit there. And Contrail does go down.
Great, excellent. So it's good. I thought I might confirm it or something. Yeah.
And it's going to be 1 more point for Mike because he still has
2 more.
2 more.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So we tied 10 to 10.
I don't believe that they've given Mike his points from the table. They're still finishing
They're
up.
still going through.
I'll have pairings on TTT as soon as this round is all. Sure, we'll be ready to set up and stuff. Okay, it's pretty much. Oh, yeah. There it is. X-Wing! That is tied in the round. Round 2 is over.
All right, B team. This will be their 2nd shot, I believe. Second shot, right?
I believe A team was the shot in the Contrail earlier.
Right, you're right.
And now B team.
All right, you decided not to do it. And they should be tied now 10-10 after they do that. right. Well, I'll say with the pace of the game, this next one might be the last turn.
Probably.
It'll be close. You will hear us call time to the players. We're directed by our head judge to do that.
Yep. It looks like they do have 10-10 over on their scoreboard. So if this is the last turn, it comes down to this.
Final salvo.
And Mike has 2 crates, so he's already applying some pressure there. But the question is, can John get his aces around and take Saw off the board?
All right. McPole13 said, so they call time. How does that work? So we were given permission to start our own timer. The end. I don't know.
I mean, we do have the break, so
yeah.
They're at worst they're missing 10 minutes of lunch.
Yeah. And this is very, very common. Very common. I would say most of the events that I have streamed, I usually run on a separate timer.
Yep.
Unless the TO is very adamant that, like, no, you have to be with us. But generally, if I'm invited to stream, they understand that it does. You need to give the players a little bit of leeway, because they're like, they started setting up. I'm like, hey, can you play on stream? They got to walk over.
Yeah. Oh man. Looks like we still have a couple games going. Looks like most players have finished and have run off to lunch.
Yes, you got the clock at the very top of your screen. What round we're in is in the bottom left of your screen, as well as what mission we're on. Our turn, this is turn
5 now.
5. There at the bottom center. And of course, our awesome sponsors on the bottom right. Thank you to our patrons. You guys are the ones that make it happen. You can see those GSP objective tokens and player tokens that are being sent out to our commanders and generals, getting used. Thank you to you guys. Also, shout out to Asmodee for helping us get the internet here. It's extremely expensive, and they hooked us up with internet access. And of course, thank you to Curl Paw Creators, our other sponsor, longtime sponsor. 20% off sale on their website. No code needed. Just roll up to the website, order what you need. Two straight here. With those commandos.
They're getting in there.
I'll tell you that those commandos are the reason why Contrail's off the board, right? Big 1-2 punch early, left Contrail, forced with a loose stabilizer.
Yep. And they're absolutely great for covering those U-Wings blind spots. Looks like a hard one as well. This could be all guns into Hound this turn.
That's right, 7 damage required there. We'll see what John decided to do. Did he go away? Oh, no, he didn't. He is all up in it.
Ooh.
Now, those commandos can be shot at, correct?
That is correct. However, it looks like there was a 7th Fleet gunner in the system phase that disarmed Hound.
Oh, no. And, you know, one piece of information that we have that they don't is the fact that there's 4 minutes left,
yes.
Right? So I think if John's more aware of the time, right? He may have gone into the corner or not done the 7th Fleet. Because, yeah, this is definitely going to end up being the last turn.
Yep.
Oh. 2 straight. Now, John has successfully avoided getting strained by the commandos. right, this is going to slap a target lock down there with Magva. Too hard there with Saw.
Does that fit?
It doesn't. I think John probably wanted that one to fit.
Yeah. Depending on where Anakin and Obi go, that could be a lot of dice.
All right, they went to go ahead and double check to see if that turn was going to make it. Saw mostly moving forward.
The board state.
Contraband. The question is, can John get 2 points or more this turn? Saul's down the 4 hole.
Yep.
That's where the game is, right? You got to see if you can take him out.
Whose strain token does that belong to?
Is the K turn?
Yep.
K turn. Anakin's ability may trigger here.
I think he just missed the bullseye. And, actually, no. Was this a 4K? 4K should have the range 1.
With his ability. There you go. Spending the force. So we saw Obi-Wan use his ability to use Anakin to have Anakin get the focus.
Yep. Then he uses his own pilot ability to get rid of the stress, and then he gets a lock.
Yep. Fully modified. He's got to get 4 damage here.
Yep. Magva. Oh,
and full string. At the very least, you end up bopping off that crate.
Yep. One evade.
Hit, crit. Let's see what the crit is. Direct hit. That means Saul goes down. And that is a 5-point swing for John. Time in the round. Let's let him know.
That is a huge point swing for John's favor.
And Obi-Wan. Hit, crit.
I know. I'll give you a second.
This is going into Magva.
Ooh.
This is the ion. It's the ion, so it breaks the lock.
So this is not a crit damage going in from the ion cannon.
Yeah. No. So the question here is, because in order to drop the crate, you have to suffer critical damage.
Yes.
And Ion specifically cancels out all the dice.
Yep.
So it's just Magva. Magva into
Now,
Hound.
Magva still has the crate, needs to put all the damage through onto Hound to have a chance.
Spend the force, takes 2. 5 hole left.
So with a pair of commandos, it's possible to kill Hound. However, very unlikely.
First one, no shot. Second one, 2 hits. Take 2 lives. Final score, and with that, John gets it 15-11 there on our second round. Won it right there at the end, down to the wire. Congratulations to John for getting that win. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, Row 6, 626, Chief, and J List, our Grand Admiral patrons. And all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members, thank you for your support. Gold Squadron out.